Hello, my friends. Anna Sabramowitz here, and I'm here to just share some ideas about how to engage people online. When I'm talking about online, I mean e-learning. I mean when you're designing e-learning. And I think one of the things that really happens when we design a lot of the things that we do, we're always worried about so much about making sure it's perfect that we overthink it and actually in a way diminish it because we're overanalyzing and overthinking what we're actually designing. So today I was watching this instructional like webinar, and the person who I was watching was talking about how to design these kind of sales pages, right? And what's very clear to me is that the people in that work in the web industry, they've really embraced the idea of testing. They've really embraced the idea of like putting things out there, see what sticks, and then iterating on it. So I think it's a little bit different than our world, because in e-learning and designing scenarios is that we kind of put it out there and then we rarely do ever come back and say, hey, that didn't work. We don't check things like clicks and conversions like they do. They have different data, right? And I get that, but then I'm thinking, like, why can't we borrow from those places? Why can't we like game our system to be just as good as their system? Because when you really think about it, we're doing sales too. We're trying to convince people to do something. They're complete strangers. We're asking them to do stuff on our behalf. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is so cool. I gotta think about this. So one of the things that I thought was really neat was on one of the pages they had a survey, and the survey was just like one question. It was like, how'd you find out about this product, or how did you get here? And what he said is that people would be like, okay, well, where are we storing this data about what people say, how they heard about us? And he's like, no, you don't get it. This has nothing to do with the data. This has nothing to do with capturing that information. This is about getting people engaged. This is about getting people to feel like, they have to click something or they have to engage in some way instead of just passively relaxing to actually continue on. And I thought, well, yeah, why not? That's genius. We're always thinking about just like, we're thinking about metrics. We're certainly not gathering enough data where it counts, right? So why don't we just say, hey, today I'm just going to, for the sake of engagement, I'm going to include a question that makes them feel like I care about, where they came from, what are they doing, how are you feeling today? Imagine starting every single e-learning module with a, hey, how you doing? And then having a bunch of options. And somebody's going like, hey, I'll answer that. That's kind of cool. It's like, how can we make this more of a conversation? How can we just, even if, let's say for like that's simple interaction, which you capture nowhere, you don't validate nothing, you simply put it in there just to get them thinking about the stuff that they're reading on the actual screen. Why don't we just do that and see if that raises the completion rates? Why don't we include a couple of interesting questions throughout just to get them to think? And even if we're not gathering any of those results, what about if we just do that? Would that be cool? I think it would be. I think that's something that we should try, and I'd love to hear if you guys think that's a cool idea, or if you've come up with some questions that you're actually going to use in your e-learning. That would be awesome. So let me know what you think, and let me know if there's any other ideas that we should discuss, because I'm open to that. Also, I just want to let you know. So there's some construction going on around my place, and I live in British Columbia, Canada, right? And there's this man here who has been raising these fabulous eucalyptus trees, because that's a eucalyptus. And one of the branches was like cut off, and I got a little snippet of it. And I got to tell you, fresh eucalyptus, my God, I'm just being here. It's like this aura of beautiful. It's such a beautiful smell. I just want to like put it in my bath now, but then that would ruin it. I think that would be kind of gross. Anyways, so subscribe. Send me messages, put comments below the video, let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Maybe, but like, why not try it, right? We're here to change people's lives. We're trying to influence people who we basically will never meet. Can we do something? Can we experiment? And can we feel okay about experimenting with it? Drop our egos a bit and say, I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to be okay with it. I want to see what kind of results come back, because maybe this will actually be just, that 3% bump that will actually give me some kind of an impact. Even if 3 more people are engaged, is that worth it? Heck yeah, right? Well, hopefully it's more than 3 people. All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Cheers. Bye.